Hey everyone!
Hi guys.
Been a while, hey?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Sorry about that.
Well, especially for you.
Yeah, it's been a kind of odd couple of weeks here. So we're back though.
You got glasses on.
I have glasses on. They got these tiny little print on these tiny little bottles here.
So we've been away, as you can probably tell. We went to Ireland. I don't know, it feels like we've been gone for months. And then we came back and this guy got kind of sick. So you were COVID-y.
Yeah, I got COVID.
So that would be why that would be why we're not doing happy hours for the last little bit. So we can finally now share drinks, and he's picked just some yummy ones for us to taste today.
It was going to happen sometime, right?
Right.
So if you go to Ireland, you are going to, if you want to imbibe when you go to the pubs, and honestly, you can't throw a rock without hitting a pub in Dublin.
So fun.
And they're great places. The people were terrific. Anyway, the two big things, Guinness, even outside of Dublin, Guinness seems to be the thing. Lots of other cool beers.
Yep.
In fact, I was trying to try a bunch of different local brews. I did have my share of Guinness though. Guinness and whiskey. So, if you're into whiskey, and if you want to try some Irish stuff, where I get these little, this is what I love about Ireland and Scotland. I don't know if it's the same in England or not. You can find these little sample size things. So you don't have to go and spend $60, $70, $80 on something that might not be to your liking, right?
Was this from that place we went to that it was pouring rain?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Not that pouring rain is a thing, because just to give you a little hint, if you ever go to Ireland, you want to prepare
Dress for everything.
rain, hail,
Sun,
wind, fog,
yeah.
in one day, each day.
Yeah, it's never boring.
Anyhow.
Anyway, for anyone that's at all familiar with Dublin, in the St. Stephen's Square Trinity College area on the way to Grafton Street, which is kind of a outdoor shopping area, there's a little, and I mean little, shop dedicated to Irish whiskeys and wine for some reason. So you walk in the shop, the right-hand side of the store is all wine, and then there's a little doorway, and the left-hand side is all whiskey. And lining both sides of the doorway are hundreds of these.
How cool is that? There's a place for both of us.
So these are all ones that I saw just about every pub that we went into here. The Tullamore, the Skellig, well, I didn't see the Skellig too much, and the Teeling. We actually visited the Teeling distillery.
Oh, that's the place, okay. All right.
I want to say something about that before we get into this. So Teeling is right in Dublin. We visited the distillery. Some Irish distilleries have started making smoked or peated whiskeys, and these guys do one, and Connemara does one. The Connemara one is absolutely delicious. So if you like Scotch, but you want to try something a little bit different, and if you like, especially if you like the peaty, smoky Scotch, try the Connemara peated.
Okay.
I can't recommend that enough. Anyway, we're going to try these whiskeys.
Shall I show them?
Sure. Let's do the Teeling one.
All right.
Teeling one is in the Liberties section of Dublin. That's over by. If you've been to Dublin, you've probably been to the Guinness Storehouse. It's right over that side of town. I think you could walk to it from the Guinness Storehouse.
Oh, probably.
So we're gonna try each with a little bit of ice.
Cool.
We're just gonna put a little bit in the glass. So one thing at a time. So this is Spirited Dublin Teeling single pot still whiskey. The single part means that it's done. The whiskey is finished in the distillery. There's no blending from start to finish. It's just one pot's worth, right?
This is Skellig?
That's Skellig. It's the traditional Irish way of doing it. They're cooked in copper pot stills, and then go into the condensers and stuff. The other quintessential Irish whiskey thing is they use both a malted barley and an unmalted barley. So that in conjunction with the copper still, and then they'll age it in a variety of things. Sometimes they use brandy casks, sometimes they use bourbon casks. So
remember I got to go to that university place,
yeah.
and they had a master's degree in distilling and
Yeah. So a lot of it is in the finish, depends on what kind of barrel that it's aged in.
they said that 90% are all in, what is it?
Bourbon?
Yeah, like what in the barrels, the type of barrels.
Yeah, is it bourbon barrel?
I don't-
Oh, you mean the type of wood?
Type of wood, yeah.
Oak.
Oak, okay.
They use oak, mostly, I think. Do you even want to try any of these?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm not
Okay.
that bad. Oh, I see, you're going to give it to me just in case it's Jeremy. Right. Which one is this one?
This is Teeling. This is the distillery that we visited, opened by a guy called Jack Teeling. It's not that old. In fact, all of these come from, well, not so much the Tullamore, but these two have both opened just within the last 15 years or so. So what'd you think of that? Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it tastes better when it's after you drank it and that kind of aftertaste, but no, it's too reminiscent of Southern Comfort for me, but whatever.
How do you get Southern Comfort from that?
It's just the kind of booze. It's,
Okay.
your thing was tequila that got you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, this
fair
got
enough.
me, so no. I just choose not to drink it. All right. What do you
Okay,
think?
so I'm going to compare them, so I'll reserve judgment here.
Okay, so we're going
Next one is one that I've never tried. I have tried the Tullamore one, or the Teeling one, sorry. Skellig refers to a part of Ireland.
This is good. I like this one. Believe it or not, I actually like it.
Okay. Skellig, this is small batched Irish whiskey, triple distilled. This is from the Skellig 618 distillery. This is why I have my glasses on.
I know, I couldn't read that.
A whiskey to be enjoyed while celebrating moments along life's journey.
Oh, hurrah! That's what we're doing.
So just drink it whenever. Inspired by the 618 steps carved to the monastery on Skellig Michael.
Oh, cool.
Skellig is in County Kerry. It is well, if you're in Killarney, it's west southwest of you. It's right on the far west coast of the country, so I thought it would be appropriate given that we are on the far west coast of this country,
Very nice.
and we're gonna give that a try.
I like it. Still burns, but it's good.
Oh God, that's smooth. Yeah, I could see why.
Because that one's, yeah, not so much. Okay, we're going to do the third one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Third one is Tullamore D.E.W, except it's not really dew. I mean, you look at it, and
What is dew?
you read it, Tullamore D.E.W, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're thinking, they're naming it after the moisture on a cool spring day or something. If you look closely, there's periods there.
Oh, yeah.
It's Tullamore, and the chief distiller wanted some recognition, so he put his initials on there, Daniel Edmund Williams.
Oh, fabulous.
Anyway, Tullamore is a town that I actually went through on my way out to Roscommon from Dublin. It's right in the middle of the country. This was originally, the distillery originally started in 1829, and then in the 1950s it closed and it's recently reopened. So what did you think of it?
It's good.
Is it?
Yeah, I have my first, second, and third.
So that's darker. So I'm thinking that's probably got something to do with the way it was aged.
Yeah. What do you think of that one?
Also very smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, the second one is really good. Yeah.
There's an aftertaste to that one that I'm not a huge fan of.
I just, got rid of it with my beer. Okay.
And the Teeling is kind of just sort of a straight ahead, no nonsense whiskey. So if I were to rate them, I would go first, second, third favorite.
First, second, third.
Yeah.
As far off the table as you could possibly get. Just
But all, I mean, in my opinion, they're all very drinkable. I mean, like I said, though, if you like Scotch, these guys do a decent peated one, but the Connemara one I thought was really special. Yeah. I was gonna bring one home. In fact, that's why I went to that whiskey store, and then I realized they sell it here. So I got a bottle of gin instead for my duty free.
Oh, there you go.
And we will talk about that next time.
Absolutely. And we had I can't say, we had such a good time. I mean, even though I had to work for a few days, it was wonderful because we had so many tours that I got to go on. Like I said, I didn't know they had a master's degree in distillery and brewing, but we got to sit and sample some product, which was great. Well, he was off at the castle. You still haven't posted the castle. You've got great videos.
I was
of this
sick.
castle.
Give me a break.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Well, don't overhype it. It's the ruins of a castle.
Yeah, but still, it's
But
cool.
I don't need these anymore, but it's the ruins of the castle that my ancestors lived in at one time. Mm-hmm. So it's just outside this little town called Roscommon. There's like one main street there. No stoplights or anything. Well, actually, I think there's one. There might be one. Very small town, Ireland. So I went and checked out the castle, and then while I was waiting around for the train to take me back to Dublin, by the way, the train system there is
amazing.
Yeah, you can get anywhere. So I went and sat in a little pub. There were 5 people in there, including me. And the place was full at 5 people.
Oh my God.
And they were the friendliest. In fact, the owner of the pub offered to drive me back to the train station rather than have me walk.
So you took him up on it?
I took him up on it.
Why not, right?
He drove me down. I gave him a Rogers chocolate because apparently he likes chocolate.
Cool. Well, it was just like everything about it. All the pubs you go to, what I really liked about the pubs there is that when you went in, they'd have like a small little band, like a little trio or a duo, and it was like a piano bar but with a band in every single pub. So it would be people singing along, like all those things that you see on TV, where people are singing and laughing and just having a great old time. We probably, we did so much walking. We probably walked around 13,000 at minimum steps a day, sometimes up to closer to 20. And just took the train system, and well, not even the train, but whatever that thing was called.
So if you go to Dublin, you can get, it's called a Leap card. Yeah. So there's a version for visitors. And so you pre-buy 24 hours or 72 or something, or a week. Mm-hmm. So I bought a week. So one price, I think it ends up being about $40 Canadian, 45 or so. Unlimited travel within the Dublin area, but the Dublin area takes you outside of town too.
Yeah.
So there's DART trains, there's buses, there's this tram thing, two different trams.
That's what
One
we
that
took.
kind of goes north and south across the river. The other one goes east and west.
And we took the train system to get out to, what was that little place?
To Hoth.
Hoth?
Hoth, yeah. That's the, that was the DART train.
Right.
So even though it seemed like it was out of town, it still counts as part of the Dublin thing. So, I mean, it was well worth the price of the card.
So it was an absolutely amazing experience. And if you didn't know, kind of the highlight of Dublin is that they've attracted people to actually live and work there. So they're really well known for their employee practices and how they retain talent and all that kind of good stuff, which is why I went. But the high tech, right? The technology sector there is crazy. I mean, that's where
You look down
HubSpot,
you look down
Facebook.
the river,
Yeah.
and there's these HubSpot. What was the other one?
TikTok,
TikTok. Yeah, they're all just lined up along the.
Salesforce, everybody there. So it was, again, I would highly recommend going. We just had an amazing time.
Mm-hmm.
So before we leave, just a quick happy birthday to my sister.
Yes, happy
Yesterday.
birthday, sis.
And we'll see her and my dad and my brother next weekend
Mm-hmm.
because we are heading off to Campbell River, and it's our anniversary again.
Yeah, it keeps happening.
What is that? So maybe we'll have an opportunity to do a happy hour. Who knows? We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we got a little place on Saturday night that we're gonna try. So maybe we can. Well, it depends what we want to do for dinner that night.
That's true.
We go to that place with the huge Caesar.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Did we
All right.
ever do that as a happy hour?
I don't think we did.
Yeah,
The
we
huge
should do that.
Caesar? Yeah.
There's a few places on Vancouver Island, one's fairly close to us, that have these obnoxiously overbuilt Caesars, you know? So it's like a $30 cocktail. So it's a Caesar plus basically a smorgasbord of snacks stacked on
A
top
meal.
of it. So it's cool. It's a fun thing to see, and usually there's some tasty seafood on top of it. So.
Perfect. All right. Well, you guys have a great rest of your long weekend. Well, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, if you took Monday off, good for you.
Yeah, lucky.
I didn't.
Bye, all.